So I'm a big fan of a certain comic, Eclipse.
Thank you.
And how did you come up with the idea for Eclipse?
It's in the first. It's in the volume 1 graphic novel. In the first page, there's a letter, and I say that I was working a graveyard shift as a poker dealer, and I was driving home at sunrise, and it was just me. I would drive home every day at sunrise, pretty much, and it was just, you know, you're driving and sun's out and no one else is out, and that got me thinking of a world where everything was flipped, where the sun is out but everyone's hiding on the inside. My life was flipped at the time. I was working at night and sleeping during the day, and so why would everyone be hiding from the sun? Maybe the sun was deadly. Maybe the sun was dangerous. And there was a lot about solar flares at the time, and I kind of made all this connection, like the sun has turned deadly and we're all hiding and society's flipped, and that's a cool world. And I don't know, I inherently gravitated that idea towards noir, film noir, and thought about it in that context. And that was kind of how it all began. And,
I love it.
Yeah, and I always wanted there to be a city because it was noir. Mm-hmm. So it was interesting because they had this post-apocalyptic event that had happened, but I had this city that had survived. And so I had to kind of marry these two different subgenres of science fiction together. And I ended up marrying a lot of things together. I mean, it's a real mix of mystery and action. Mm-hmm. You kind of had to have action because you had a bad guy, you had a good guy. That inherently leads to action. Yep. But I also wanted mystery and the noir component of it all. So I ended up smashing a lot of different subgenres together and trying to balance it all.
I love it. And now you have some big news coming up with Eclipse.
Yeah, it got picked up by Robert Kirkman of The Walking Dead and Skybend Entertainment, and they're developing it into a TV show. And
that's super exciting. Yeah. How did that come to be? What was the process there?
They actually were very interested early on when the comic was out, and they came to us and said they were interested, and they bought it.
Kind of just went that easy.
Yeah,
huh?
and they've been building and developing it, and it got to the point where we were waiting for all the pieces to fall together. We had left. We did a run from it came out in the fall of 2016 to the fall of 2017, and then we took a break, which turned out to be a longer break because Giovanni went off to do Batman Shadow. It was a dream of his to do Batman. We were going to do a shorter break. It got longer. But then when we knew that Eclipse was coming back, recently we kind of reached out to Skybend and kind of said, hey, we would love to get the news out. And it all worked out. And so we
got
to share the news. Yeah.